If you haven't worked cables before, they can be very intimidating. I know that before I started doing cables, it seemed like something very unattainable. And at some point, it kind of clicked with me that working cables was effectively just taking different stitches and putting them in a different position in your needles. And that means that as you come across them, you're still knitting or purling the stitches, depending on which one you want. But the reason you get this really interesting cable effect, three-dimensional with the cable standing out, is that you're moving where those stitches are on the actual needle. As with a lot of knitting techniques, what you're trying to do is not very tricky. It's how you get there can be kind of complicated. So we're going to take a look in this video, the tools you're going to use for working cables, which are usually going to be a cable needle or cabling without a needle, and a quick overview of how you can read a cable chart and how it tells you how many stitches are in each side and which direction the cables are crossing in. In order to work cables, you're going to have to be able to cross stitches over each other. The most common way of doing that is going to be with what's known as a cable needle. There are a few of the common ones here. A lot of people when they start are going to use something like this. So it's plastic and it's got a dip in the middle. The benefit of the dip is that it will let the stitches sit down there. So in theory, they shouldn't slide off. Now, there's two things that you want to bear in mind with this is because the plastic is very slippy, you want to have this sized quite close to the actual needle size, or else it's not going to sit down there. It'll just slide off it. So I don't find these great. Some knitters find that metal ones that come in a V are very good. It does the same thing, but because it's a whole V like this, it'll hang either in the back or in the front of the work very easily. A needle like this also does something similar. What it is, this one is wood. So wood is naturally a little bit slippier, and it's also got a series of grooves on it, which means that it increases the stickiness of it and it's much less likely to slide off. I find that the grooves on this are almost too much, and so I do find that they don't, it's a little hard to slip the stitches off when you're finished working it. What I end up using if I need a cable needle most of the time is bamboo double pointed needles. I've got quite a few sets in several sizes, and it's got two advantages. One is that bamboo is a little sticky, so I can let the stitches lie at the back or at the front, hang there without holding it, and they're not going to slide off. And I can knit straight off it, so I don't have to take the extra step of transferring them back onto my working needle. I can work straight off of this. So those are the two things I find really helpful. So now let me just show you very quickly how you'll use a cable needle. In order to do a cable that leans to the right, you want your stitches to come to the right. So you'll slip the stitches onto the cable needle, leave them hang at the front of the work, position your yarn the way you want it to be positioned, and then come back and knit the next stitches. And then you knit the stitches off your cable needle, just like so. So that's how you use a cable needle, and you create a cable that's leaning 3 by 3 over to the left. So let's take a look now at a cable chart and different types of cables and what they look like both on the chart and how you knit them. So here's a cable chart with 13 stitches across, 16 rounds. They're all on the right side here, which means they're round, and every one is read from right to left with just right side directions. You've got your key here there telling you that you've got knit and purl stitches, a 3/3 RC, 3 by 3 right cross, leaning to, see there's 3 stitches, crossed with 3 stitches, leaning to the right, 3 by 3 LC, 3 by 3 left cross, 3 stitches, crossed with 3 stitches, leaning to the left. If you have a hard time reading these in the chart, what I'd suggest is picking a color for each of them. So in this case, 3 by 3 right cross, leaning to the right, and highlight that one in your chart. And then pick a different color for the other cable. So this one is the 3 by 3 left cross, and I'll highlight the 3 by 3 left crosses in the cable. Now I showed you a while ago here how to do the 3 by 3 right cross, where These first 3 stitches here, I held on a cable needle, put them in front, knit the next 3, which moves them over behind here, and then came back and knit the 3 on this. And I'm going to, there's 1 stitch in the middle I'll knit, and now I'm going to do a 3 by 3 right cross, where the first 3 stitches will be held in the cable needle at the back. I'll knit the 3 stitches, which will lean it to the right, and then I'll come back and knit those 3 on the other side. So here we go, knit 1 stitch, and let me slide this up so you can see it more easily. Now these 3 stitches are going to be held in the back, so I'll slip them on the cable needle, 1, 2, 3, put them at the back, and now come over here to knit the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and then come back to the ones in the back. Make sure that these don't get twisted, that you don't pick them up this way. You want to make sure they're straight. And then in this case, they're all knit, so we're just going to go ahead and knit them. Obviously, sometimes when you cross cables, you're crossing knits with purls, but those will all be given in the directions on the chart. But for this one, they're all knit stitches. So now you can see this one is the 3 by 3 to the left, and it's leaning to the left to match this. This is 3 by 3 to the right, and it's leaning the right, which matches in the chart. So the chart gives you a really good indication as to which way it's going. So as you learn to read the cables in the chart, you can match them up very easily in your knitting. I hope that all makes sense in terms of how you can work cables and how you can read charts with cables in them. If you have any more questions, just pop them up down below and I'm happy to answer them.